Warrior, Hunter, or Rogue again? I think I'll go for the Hunter.
Only beasts are above deceit.
At least he can deal the damage. Right. Gadget Zen Action, Ravenhold Assassin, or the Demolisher. The Ravenhold Assassin is amazing for just dealing the final bit of damage, but the Demolisher is nice early on. Elven Archer, Glaive Zuka, or Unleash the Hounds. The Glaive Zuka is actually quite nice. Unleash the Hounds is quite popular, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. The Glaive Zuka can be useful in quite a few circumstances. And the buff is just a bonus. Yeah, of course, it's the Glaive Zuka, can't argue with that. Let's see how many beasts I get. I mean, I could go for the max theoretically, but the Dalaran Mage doesn't sound all that appealing. The Yeti is a solid pick at any point. The Force Tank Max is just... I mean, it's really attractive as a pick, but not against the Yeti, I think. It's just expensive. The Sunwalker, the Sludge Belcher, all the Cold Pet. Yeah, single mech, I guess. But there's nothing that has synergy with mechs so far. Cold Pet could be amazing in a constructed deck, but not in this one. I mean, it draws a card, but that's it. It makes no sense. Yeah, exactly. I don't really have any beasts so far, and I don't think I will have any beasts. So it's between the Sunwalker and the Sludge Belcher, two great taunts. But I think I will pick the Sludge Belcher because it's cheaper and more persistent. Animal Companion, Stone Splitter, Trog, and Grimscale Crow. I actually would be tempted to pick the Trog, but it's Animal Companion. But Trogs are great. Trogs are amazing. Bloodfen Raptor, Direwolf Alpha, or the Pulse Stomper. Now the Bloodfen Raptor doesn't really intrigue me. Well, you know, it's between a Murloc and a Beast, but the Wolf at least can buff things on both of its sides. So I think I'll take the Wolf. Yeah. Freezing Trap, Unleash the Hounds, or Reckless Racketeer. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to pick Freezing Trap. Yeah, exactly. The Direwolf can make such a difference. The Direwolf also makes sense in the context of Unleash the Hounds. I mean, I don't like the idea of that much, but they still have charge, and... I mean, I like the Reckless Racketeer, even though it's a completely basic card. Exactly. That's quite a bit of damage. Well, it depends on the circumstances, but Freezing Trap is also quite nice, especially against extremely expensive creatures that can simply not be cast all that willy-nilly. I don't know. Unleash the Hounds or Freezing Trap. All of these cards are quite attractive. Unleash the Hounds only makes sense if the opponent has a lot of creatures, which I don't like to allow in the first place, but then again, when you need it, and it's really nice to have. The Web Spinner is an amazing one-drop. I mean, the Timberwolf buffs beasts, yeah, but how many beasts do I really have? Web Spinner. Only. Stranglethorn Tiger, Flying Machine, or the River Crocolisk. Tiger. Metal Bomber, Mana Wraith, or the Kazan Mystic. Let's just go for it. I mean, the Mana Wraith is an interesting card. If you have Bold Presence, it just makes it harder for opponents to summon creatures, which is kind of nice. But the Metal Bomber... Same as Unleash the Hounds. If you need him, you need him. If the opponent has Bold Presence and you don't, you summon the Metal Bomber, you Unleash the Hounds, and you wreak havoc. Spectral Knight can be amazing, but doesn't have Taunt. While the Fen Creeper does, but can be targeted and has one less attack, so I think I'll take the Spectral Knight. Unleash the Hounds again, a Nightblade or a Harvest Golem. Very sticky, very hard to get rid of. I think I'll not take Unleash the Hounds again. Exactly. Freezing Trap, Deadly Shot, or multi... Oh! A Deadly Shot, almost certainly. I mean, people don't like multi-shot for some reason, and... I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's quite useful, in my eyes. But Deadly Shot, it's... Then again, in Constructed, Deadly Shot is amazing. Yeah, it's between Deadly Shot and multi-shot. I mean, Freezing Trap has its uses, but let's be honest here. It's the arena. How many extraordinarily big creatures will people have? I mean, in my last matches I didn't really see any. That's why my big game hunter was so useless the entire game. But I can use the Deadly Shot against anything. Yeah, I like the idea of multi-shot as well. I mean, Deadly Shot can be amazing, and if you need to use Deadly Shot and don't have it, it can be a horrible experience. But then again, multi-shot is just useful so often. Yeah, let's do that. The Ancient Brewmaster. What could I possibly... I could bounce the Bomber, but that's too risky. Freezing Trap again, all the Glaivezuka. Yeah, exactly. I think people tend to pick a lot of cheap minions instead of... I know, I don't want to make sweeping generalizations about the arena. I don't have that much experience. I think I'll take the Glaivezuka. I mean, I could bounce something like the Sludge Belcher or the Spectral Knight, and it might be a good idea. I don't know anymore. The Glaivezuka just... It allows you to deal damage, and it buffs a minion. That's my reasoning. If you could buff the Dragonhorde, that would be nice, but that's unlikely. I get to pick between the Bomber and the Golem. I think I'll take the Golem. More sticky. Yeah, I'll take the Harvest Golem just because it's the... Oh, a Trog. Although the kill command is amazing if you have many beasts, which I obviously don't unless I unleash the Hounds or summon the Wolf or the Animal Companion or the Web Spinner. I think I'll take the Trog. An amazing 2-drops, and I don't really have too many 2-drops. I have the Glaivezuka twice and a Dial Wolf. And people hate Trogs. Yeah. Mech Walper doesn't make much sense. Ogre Magi, what would it buff? I will take the Tall Strider, that's a lot of damage. Okay, this is getting silly. Oh, let's get this out of the way. The Cogmaster synergizes with mechs, of which I have a few, but not quite enough to justify the idea. The Amani Berserker is amazing, although I get a third Glaivezuka. I mean, hell, why not? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could attack something, but are they gonna summon it? The Hyena synergizes with beasts. I don't have too many beasts. This summons a thing, this gives me... I don't have any damage dealing spells, so spell damage is useless to me. Dragoning Mechanic. And it fits the curve as well. Ooh. Faceless. Totally. Defender of Argus, Ancient Mage, King of Beasts. King of Beasts could work quite well with Unleash the Hounds. Although Defender of Argus works with everything. And the Ancient Mage would be quite useless. I think it's Defender of Argus. Wisp, Raging Worgen, or Salty Dog. I don't have anything to set the Raging Worgen off. I think I'll pick the Salty Dog. People dislike this card, but it is a lot of damage. Beast. I need a beast for that. For this as well. Frostproof Grunt, I think. And it's a taunt, it's a 2-drop, yeah. Stoneskin Gargoyle. You know, if I could buff the Stoneskin Gargoyle with the Glaivezukas... I mean, it's crazy and it's probably not gonna work, but hey, a man can dream. Then again, there's Explosive Trap. Some AoE, which I might desperately need, so let's pick that over the Gargoyle. It's a lot more likely to be useful. If I could buff the Harpy... I don't like burning cards. The Young Dragonhawk isn't phenomenal, It does have Wind Fury, it's cheap, but it gets killed immediately. Let's take the Harpy as our first 6-drop. Animal Companion, this synergizes with mechs, and this is a mech, but well, it's a 1-drop, and I like 1-drops, but I like Animal Companion more. Yeah. Buzzard again, Beast Synergy. Hunter's Mark is amazing, but then there's the Wall Golem. Do I go for the Wall Golem instead of taking Hunter's Mark? Is that actually a sane decision? I can see Hunter's Mark being extremely useful. I can see myself not summoning the Wall Golem ever. Yeah. Freezing Trap, Wolf Rider, the Buzzard. Freezing Trap is nice, but I like the damage on this guy. Abomination, Lul Exorcist, or Defender Vargas again. If there's even a single Death Rattle minion on the board on the enemy side, she becomes a 3 fall for 3. That's... And even if she's just a 2/3 with taunt for 3, that's still worth it, I think. Although the Defender of Vargas is so undeniably amazing. But on an empty board, that's a taunt. And how many taunts do I have early on? A single Frostwolf Grunt. The Defender of Vargas can make some taunts. Right, the Defender of Vargas can make taunts, and this could simply be a taunt. I think the Defender of Vargas is the clear choice here. Are people still so obsessed with Death Rattle minions? How many have I seen? So, nah, let's take the Defender. Recombobulator! Yes, or I could take the Sea Giant. I have quite a few cheap minions for the Sea Giant to make sense. Unleash the Hound Sea Giant. I could take the Recombobulator, which is always fun to have around, but I don't really have expensive minions to use it on. Yeah, let's take the Sea Giant, I think. The mana curve is quite weird. It's not much of a curve, is it? I have the Web Spinners, a turn 1 drop, and then there's a stack of Glaive Zukas, a Grunt, a Trog, and a Direwolf Alpha.